Oh my god. I didn't start. Fucking hell, dude. I didn't start the YouTube. Shh. Oh. Well then. Rip. Do we start over? Fucking hell. I guess we start over. Pro streamer. Okay. Where is the stream? Okay, let's start over. Okay. Starting off again, we're gonna restart this. Build planner. So Lich. Okay, so start with passives. As you're leveling, this is how you do it. I'm gonna rush. Whoops, I'm gonna rush Poison Warlord, then go back to Lich. I'm gonna max out spell damage reaches health, couple int points, couple damage or time points, duration, couple of intelligence, contagion engine. And then get that, and then once you get soul maul, we're gonna go backwards and take this all out. Let's just put 8 points in Dance with Death, and then we'll take this out. On the actually, when you take after you take it out, you don't really need to go in first. You're gonna go back to Warlock, and then we're gonna get Rancid Concoction first. So like this, 24 points into Warlock tree. I like to have 5 points here in the Harrowing Armor, but you don't do that first. You do that last. So at this point, we fill out the int. We're gonna take out the. We're gonna take these 5 points out, and then you can get these 5 points first if you're playing hardcore, and then get the poison chance at the end. This is how I would do it for the poison setup. Okay, skills, Wandering Spirits, get the spit first. When you're leveling first, you want to get cooldown. You get rid of this. You'll respec out of this once you're respecting Drain Life. Get the poison. Go up to mana. This is all going up here is to prep for Drain Life later. So here, respec out of the cooldown. The rest goes here. Okay. Second would be Hungering Souls. Hungering Souls for the 40% damage over time versus Possessed, more damage over time. It's always good. We're getting the Culling Strike. And then from here, you can do cast speed, you can do poison chance, you can do more damage. It doesn't, I don't think any of it is better than the other. But personally, I just do a couple poison chance here and then do cast speed. Cast speed makes it feel better in the beginning. So the Hungry Souls itself doesn't actually do much damage like as it goes up. The main thing is to inspire hunger, so having it apply more poisons is probably a better idea. This is probably the setup I would go. Next would be Spirit Plague. This is used for leveling only. Throughout campaign, you're respeccing out of this after like level 55 once you get Death Seal. So start off will be 3 stacks. The poison stacks, cast speed, and the 2-second fear, which is really nice for leveling. And then from here you just get some more damage, something like this. You're not gonna get 20 points, so because you're gonna respec out of this by by the time you hit 55, so it's around like 18 points. Or maybe less. So whatever, right? You just get whatever here. The next one will be 35 will be Reaper form. 2 points here. And then you go straight to poison duration, poison chance, 4 points here. And then you probably want to put 1 point here. You want 10% here. So, and then you work your way up for defenses like that at the end. Okay. Reperform, that's reperform. Destio is like 53, 4, something like that. So we're gonna get deadlock first, and then get poison chance, get duration, the haste, and then fill this out at the end. Something like this. Okay, so once you get that, you should be around 55, 56. You're done with campaign. Do some monos first, get some gear, and then try to slam for a stygian coal, and then respec out of spirit plague. You can go drain life. So drain life, you want to start off with getting dark shackles. When you first respec, you're going to have only 9 points, so you probably be like this. Do a few like echoes, and you should catch up on levels pretty quickly as far as skills go. You're gonna want to get Eternal Servitude first, so that your Wandering Spirits don't expire, and you just all you have to do is cast Drain Life every 4 seconds. The base duration for this is what is it, 3? What is the duration on this? 3 seconds, and then it adds 2 seconds, so 5 seconds. So basically every 4 to 5 seconds you have to cast it once. That's where like the Wandering Spirits comes in for the mana gain. After this, you get 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here. You finish a retreat like this, and this is the spec. As far as gearing goes, wait, is it catching up? What the fuck? I don't know what's going on with the stream. Okay, anyways, gearing. So what the fuck happened? Are we here? Yeah. Oh. Sorry. Okay. Where were we? Oh, yeah. At this point, like, let's see. So let's do one setup for when you're level, as you're going through regular monos. So you should, before you enter monos, if you're playing hardcore especially, you need to start crafting. We want to do one crafting session before you enter regular monos. You want to do another crafting session. Well, you're gonna do crafting sessions as you level, but and then like one major one right before empower monos. But then like with this new like woven stuff, woven echoes, I'm not sure how much more difficult things are gonna be, so might have to gear a little more defensively earlier. Nevertheless, Ornate Wand is what you want, level 55, pretty easily accessible. You should have access to it fairly early. When you're doing like early monos, right before that, like you just use whatever wand you have. You're probably gonna be like, you probably have like a Spriggan branch or something. Maybe even Ivory. I think I was using Ivory wand until like level 60. Anyway, Damage over time, prefix, whoa, damage over time, something like tier 4, tier 5, and then either, right now you probably, I don't even know if you can get these, oh, level 36, okay, so you can get Mana Forge at level 36. If you don't have a stygian, this actually does nothing for you, so I guess low mana region doesn't hurt, so something like this, and then chill chance, so something like that. And then when you're leveling, use whatever base that you can that's around the level, but right before monoliths, probably like coven robes or burial plate. These are pretty, like burial plate is like a pretty big jump in armor, flat armor, gives you a little bit cold res as well. Before that, it's just like cast speed is nice. So like this, at this point in the game, you're just trying to like you're doing more defensive setups right now, so you want to like do your resistances, your health, and things like that. So you just fill in the blanks here. Like I can't really do like a planner for that. It's just kind of like whatever you get at this point in the game. And you can craft on the stuff, right? Like you're just gonna be playing Tetris with armor Tetris or like resistance Tetris. um Boots, you make sure you want like some kind of movement speed crafted on the boots. But early on, probably like your boarding boots are nice to start off with because of the implicit cold res. And then fill in the blanks. You want move speed, right? And then the rest is just kind of like HP, probably some kind of HP suffix, move speed and int, and like maybe armor or whatever. It does just whatever you can get, right? So move speed, tier 5, and then health of some sort. Either hybrid health shards in the beginning, you're probably not gonna have much of it. So I recommend you saving hybrid health shards for like exalted crafting. Early on, just craft some whatever, like regular health or something. Tier 3, tier 4. Yeah. Catalyst, you're literally gonna use whatever you get. Probably Sapphire Tome, level 32. See that, or you have one of the uniques that drop. So these are really early game uniques, which is all pretty nice for leveling. Chronicle the Damned or Rotmind. So if you get a Rotmind, use Rotmind. And then once you're ready to transition to Drain Life and get level, like once you're level 60-ish, try to Gamba for a Stygian Coal. Or do a Rune Ascendance to get Stygian Coal. So as you're leveling, something like this. Rings, start off with silver rings in campaign. Wait. Is it not working? What's up, Krishan? What the hell is that? Let me do a test. So pause. Let's pause here. Okay. So let me. Where's my stream elements? I downloaded stream elements yesterday because that's supposed to be better, I guess. Where do I? Oh, my dashboard. Okay. So how do I do this? Overlays. Edit. Tell me if you hear this. Did that come out? Did that work? Let's do that test again. Hmm. Wait a minute. Hmm. It should be there. Hmm. Hmm. Did that pop up? No? God, this fucking thing, dude. I mean, I have it here. Uh, how do I? Hmm. Hmm. Fucking hell. Where's the link for this thing? Um. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, yeah. Not sure. I need to watch like a YouTube thing. I'll figure out later. Um, yeah. Let's see. I do want to fix it too. I was trying to mess with it yesterday, but I guess it's not uh it didn't it didn't oh, is it here? No. Oh, it is. Is it URL? No. Is it over the URL? Is it right here? It is this one. I don't know why it doesn't work. Maybe it should be this way. Oh, maybe this way around. Let's see. How do I test this? Emulate. Faller. Did that work? One more time. The sound works, but the overlay, oh, there it is. It does kind of work. Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, we're done with that shit. Sorry, guys. Let me turn this off. Okay, you see the effect too. Thank you. All right, where were we? Monolith progression. So early game, silver rings. Just want to get 2 of these silver rings until you have access to gold rings with resistance, and then you transition to gold rings. Or you can keep silver rings, just depends on what your resistance status is. The belts, same thing. You just use whatever you get. If it looks like an upgrade or improvement, just use it with whatever affixes that helps you with resistances and health, and probably like maybe health here will probably be a better yeah, better fit. Why is there no noise for that? Is that considered, is that a biddy? What is that? Okay. I'm just not gonna bother with that right now. Sorry. Let me just finish this thing. What's up, Somnia? Okay, back to this. Yeah, leveling. It just, yeah. If you get, let's see, these are very common. You get this, just use it. You get 2 of them. Might be a little too much. You might want to. It depends on how your resistances are going. So you might want to just stick with like a gold ring or a silver ring, and try to get a good amount of resistances going into the regular monos. Gloves, you probably just get average from the campaign, the early level ones. You're probably just gonna use this for a little bit, and then once you're monos, you probably want to try to get up plated gloves as an upgrade for the endurance implicit and some health and resistances, I would say. Relics, this is really early relic. Homunculus, for chance to poison, and then same thing, resistances and health, prefixes, whatever, like cast speed, thought, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, so that's pre, like when you first enter monoliths, that's something like this. Idols, just whatever you get to help you fix your resistances. So as you're progressing, I think before Empower Monoliths, you'll still have similar gear. You just want to try to upgrade to Exalteds, a couple Exalts maybe. You should have access to some Exalts once you start doing like the normal level 90. And with this, again, like with the Woven stuff, the Woven Echoes, I don't know what to expect. So I just hear it's kind of rippy. So if you're playing hardcore, you just got to be a little more careful. As far as the gear acquisition goes, I don't know. I'm just think of a perspective as that doesn't exist right now, and we get like whatever gear we get right now. Then, before Empower Monos, you probably want to aim for like I don't know. I think was it 1400 health, maybe a little higher than that. 1400 health is probably baseline, but you probably get that a little easier now with because I think you get a little more HP per level, so scaling that a little higher might be a little easier to get. So like if you're getting helm, maybe you just want to what level am I? Just to stay burial mask level 51. Get health percentage health, and then something, right? um and yeah, so once you hit empowered, 1400 health roughly, and then um just get exalted pieces of the same stuff basically. Ornate one, you want exalted the prefixes, whatever, like damage over time, poison damage. Oh, was there even poison damage? I think there was, right? There is no poison damage. Okay, so damage over time, or um damage over time, I guess alternatively cast speed maybe, or Pebble's femur. What the fuck is this? Minion lightning damage? Okay, no. Yeah. And then Mana Forge. I guess those are two prefixes you want on your wand. Just exalted versions of it. Um you can, depending if you have any exalts, maybe tier 6, you can do a guarantee slam on tier 6. Oh wait, you need at least to do tier 2 dungeon, huh? Okay, scratch that. Wait, if you're already yeah, you should be able to do tier 2 dungeons at this time. So if you have a couple of like tier 6 exalted rings, and you have like a couple of these that you can slam, preferably just get tier 7, right? Because it's guaranteed tier 7 slams now, so I don't know. Tier 7 something that'll help you either int or some kind of suffix, endurance, health, uh what else? Some kind of resistance. Probably like a tier 7 elemental res. It will be really nice. A slam for early on. Um yeah, but I don't know if you can be getting tier 7 drops at normal monoliths. So if you get lucky, maybe. But if you're not, then again, use what you can. Priority is to get a good amount of health and get a good amount. Like you want to cap your resistances at this point. Maybe get what is that called? You might be just using a woven flesh at this point. Who drops the mantle? Level 64 is a random drop. What the fuck? Okay, well, we don't. Okay, what's up, video? Hey, Hunter. Am I going COF? I'm doing the SSF hardcore. So COF. SSF hardcore to try to attempt the race. See how I do. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so you want to make sure your crit avoidance capped before going to empowered. It'll be a good idea too. Either that or get some this thing right here. Right? Fortification suffix rather. Once you hit level 85, if you're level 85, you're well into empowered. You should, at that time, you can Citadel boots, right? There's some new helm options. I saw this one thing. Who drops this? Okay, so you're probably not gonna get this. I'm not sure how woven echoes work. If you can you do woven echoes in normal monoliths? You can, right? Yeah, I'm sure you could. So, and I'm not too sure how there's no level restrictions to these woven echoes, are there? It doesn't have anything here. So I would imagine it to like, Is there like a level where some of these can't drop? Why would I exclude scepters from the filter? I mean, scepters don't. It's not really helpful for leveling for me or for this build. The only scepter that you would consider using for leveling is this one. And if you get it, just slam it on, and yeah, it's really easy. The only scepter will be a Firestar's Torch. That's it. All the other scepters are not that good for leveling because it doesn't have the minus mana cost, the -3 mana cost from the implicit. That's why we don't use scepters. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. Let's start doing the goal, the end goal of this build. We're doing Revenant, Intelligence, tier 5, Death Seal, tier 5, with percent health, tier 7, and this at tier, do we need this? Let me think. You might actually have to get this tier. You might have to switch this around. Tier 6 fortification is such troll because it's just barely not enough to. Oh wait, actually tier 6 might be if you get 45% on a tier 6 with Citadel boots. If you get a high roll and then you get Revenant, then you'll be okay. So yeah, I guess realistically you can still do a double, like a tier 6, tier 6, tier 6, but let's just say tier 6, tier 5, tier 6. Let's seal affix of poison damage and poison res, because why not? I'm the only. I wouldn't go that far. I'm the only one. It's not so much I'm the only one capable. It's only I'm the only one that's willing to play a Lich because everyone's gonna be playing other classes. But we'll see. Yeah. Okay. So everyone is gonna be using Pale Mantle of the Pale Ox because it's really good. I forgot something. So if we're doing this and we're playing poison, we're not gonna have access to we're not gonna have access to minions. So okay, we can have access through minions from here, so you can get 2 points out of here and put 2 points here, and you have a chance to get skeleton vanguards on death. But alternatively, we at this point we're specking out of Hungering Souls, and we're going to Rip Blood for the mana back. So like if you like this chest and these the amulets, what is it called? The Pearls of the Swine amulets. Like having to cripify is nice, but I would have to bone curse. If I bone curse, I have to give up Wandering Spirits, and it's a net negative in terms of damage. But and it's a little bit less quality life because my mana is not gonna catch up as fast as having it. But you get 24% damage mitigation. That DR is pretty good. Yeah, you can do the Revenant pass node, but I tested Revenant. He lasts like he doesn't last long enough. So you'll pop Revenant every time you Death Seal. Actually, no, you won't. You you would let's see. This thing, he doesn't last. True. He doesn't last very long. That's what she said too. Yeah. Um so like in a fight, like in a boss fight or any fight, the Revenant will just die in like 2 hits. And then it has a 15-second cooldown, right? So it's not very viable in terms of sustaining that. The only good like uptime for having minions would be to have Bone Prison. But if I was to do Bone Prison, I would have to give Wandering Spirits. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Unless you like, okay. Alternatively, you don't go Rip Blood, you just build a shit ton of mana regen, and then this build becomes really hard to gear. So I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Like the Bone Prison is not gonna die with 60 damage with the 60% DR and having like 11 of them. Um, yeah. Well, you don't need this, but you will run out of mana. It'll be such jank. This will not feel good to play. So the only thing is like you give up Wandering Spirits, and then you just have to use. You have to rely on Rancid Concoction to spread the poisons. So and you'll also have less. You also have less. You also have less. What is that called? Damage, like significantly less damage. So I don't know if it's worth it. In which case, I'm not sure if this is even worth it. I mean, like you probably just want to end up getting no portent for this build, and then the Prozeless Swine is also not really used for this build. Um, and you would just probably go with Orion, which is kind of hard to get. So you would just go with a Oracle Amulet, and then Exalted Oracle Amulet. It'll help you be able to you can get more HP, you can get more resistances, whatever the fuck. So this is something that you can do. The belt, this new Orion's belt. What is it called? Orion's Descent. Orion's Descent. Yeah, use a lot of Orions. Gives you up to 25 int, and it's a guaranteed drop from this Haruspex Orion. But you have to get this boss Woven Echo first. So yeah. It's a lot of int. But before that, you would just go with like Spider Silk Sash for the poison res, cold res, and the slots, or Praetorian Belt for the armor. So one of these two. And then what is this called? Cleanse, tier 1 cleanse, health, cooldown, things like that. Hybrid health here, so the giant probably get tier 7, and then Tier 5 health or cooldown reduction. If you can seal cooldown reduction, if you can't, then seal a percentage health. We'll just do tier 1 percentage health. Wait. Oops, I was putting the wrong one. Shit. I meant this. Seal percentage health. Tier 1 percentage health is what? Like 5% or something? 3%? Get greedy, seal tier 2 percentage health. Or alternatively, cooldown reduction tier 2. It only goes up to 9% though. Yeah, I feel like the health is probably better. And then damage, poison damage, or extra potions, or potion extra, like more potion find, increased chance to potion find. It's also nice. We do steel tier 4. Yeah, get greedy, steel tier 4. Correct. Yeah, that's the way to go. And then our favorite relic for all time, so it'll be intelligence here. Tier 7, maybe. Probably want some cast speed. And then the 2 suffixes will be a filler for a resistance. It will be either endurance or it'll be health. And then yeah, so it'll be whatever you just gotta plan around it. You will have 2 tongues. Again, this is going to be a the poison variant is not like this for, especially for season 2. The poison variant is definitely not going to be the end stygian build. You're going to want to go crit. Are there any other viable relics? Yes. You can go with, okay. You want to go Grimoire because it's the easiest accessible one. You get it at level 1. You can get level 1. You can get like a 3 or 2 or 3 LP really easily. It has damage reduction on potion use for 3 different damage types. Although I guess the most important one is Void. And so that's 40% DR on potion use, right? And then you're also using potion use DR. It stacks with your Fizz damage DR and necrotic damage DR from your passive tree. Like the only damage, this is the only defensive node in the whole fucking tree. Yeah, but anyways, all this is gonna be changed, right? Copium, in 6 months. Yeah, so yeah, and then the boots, Citadel boots with you're gonna want hybrid health, so tier 7, and then probably just cooldown reduction actually. We're not stacking int too much. Like you can, I guess preferably you want to have higher int so that the beams go a little faster. You put tier 7 int on rings, I would say. And like a 3 LP Aberrant Seer ring is going to be fairly common in both. Like in MG, like a 3 LP Aberrant Seers, people just don't even sell it for money. But I guess starting next season, you have to sell it for some amount of gold. You can't sell it for 0 gold anymore. But the appeal to the poison is because the gearing is cheap. And it's easy to get and get 3 LP, and it's good for the build. Like everything like benefits the build quite a bit. Like especially these rings, right? And the build can do everything except for let me once you're geared enough, I would imagine this build to be able to do Uber Abrath as well. The crit one will probably be better. Actually, not probably. The crit one is better in terms of damage, and with the new gearing, with the new chest piece, the new neck, the new gloves. Yeah. The crit is going to be the end game one. Of course, it also you get this fucking Shattered Worlds relic, or yeah, it would be if this shouldn't be on anybody's planner as a build planner. Like it's just like one of those things where unless you're an MG, you buy it, I guess. So, but if you're playing like SSF, hard SSF, especially playing SSF, like this is not gonna be on the planner for most. It shouldn't be on most planners. Like a maybe an aspirational planner, but like not as a like a mid game planner. This is definitely gonna be Uber Abrath. This thing is fucking insane. Like you have haste all the time. You're immune to slow. Well, immune to still, who cares? You less damage taken. You get flat crit up to 5%, like up to 10 plus 10 attributes, and you get frenzy up to 100% increased effective frenzy, and you get +1 to all skills. Yeah. So anyway, um, aspirational gear, I guess. So okay, the gloves, we are going to go with eternal gauntlets with int tier 5, I guess. Damage over time or cast speed, probably cast speed. And then giant, try to get tier 7. And then this one will be, you no longer need to have like frailty, because you can get frailty on a like a 1x1 idol now. All right, wait, is it 1x1? No, 1x2. Sorry, 1x2 idol now. So yeah, the need for having a slamming of frailty is not really necessary anymore. The second suffix would probably just be more health, or no, or just health. Yeah. And then this should cap my reduced to my crits capped here. 1 LP no portent is very common off of normal Abrath. So you can get like a tier 7 health slam on here. Where the fuck is it? Wait, what? I'm looking at prefixes. Wait. Yeah, it's on the suffix. I'm a noob. Tier 7. Although, you have so many... Wait. Do you have more HP from this? Let me see. 3569 versus if I do tier 7 percentage. Oh, so percentage is still higher. Okay. Yeah, so on the rings, maybe just int tier 5 int, and then tier 7 flat health. Oh, there's a health and health region now. That's only 135. Let me see what's the flat health goes up to. Wow, flat health goes up to 80, 1 to 80. That's pretty fucking crazy. Let's just leave it at 2 LP. And then we're gonna do the same for this one. So intelligence, tier 5, and then health, tier 7. So actually this might be better if we do the other way around, right? Tier 5 here and tier 7 here. 4523. 4523 versus 4588. Okay, never mind. I guess it's still better this way around. I mean, the flat health is a buff to everybody, right? Or everybody who uses health. I mean, the amulet, we're gonna have a tier 7 health on here too. Because why the fuck not, right? And this one goes up to 211. Holy shit. And then either resistances or more health. Oh my god. So much variety. More health. Get another health and stun avoidance. Prefix would just be mana and damage over time, I guess. Something like this. This will be cast speed. Probably like a tier 7 cast speed would be nice. And then prefix 2 will be damage over time. And then, oh wait, or maybe mana. And then suffix will be, I don't think there's health on suffix here right now. Suffix will be elemental res. And then void res. This will probably not be a tier 7 then. Yeah, I gotta play some Biz res. It's probably gonna be a tier 6. Double tier 6. Get tier 6 health. Realistic. Kind of realistic. Oh, wait. Int will not be a tier 7 then. Okay. A double tier 6. I've gotten that a few times. So you should have a 3 LP. And we'll probably just do resistances here. So basically just a balance of resistances, and then you're gonna do that same on idols and okay, so actually the new one of these the new idols here it's called, what the fuck is it called now? It's called I don't remember what it's called. Ward per second. It's called Blood Spirits. So this is the percentage health. Prefix and then suffix, same thing. We're gonna go for health. It's just double health idols. Enchanted. So this is really nice here. The reduced, so basically fortitude, so reduced damage taken from critical strikes and percent armor. You can get tier 7 on this. It's pretty big. And then the other enchanted affix will be poison duration. This is pretty fucking big too. 10% duration, that's a multiplier. So and then you also get frenzy when you're getting poison overload for 4 seconds. And you get poison overload every 12 seconds, so you're frenzied for like, you know, a third of the duration every time you get it. So that's nice. So you're gonna stack 4 of these. I wish they made it so they have a copy paste function, so you don't have to like keep on doing this. And then alternatively, the second enchant, I think there's some kind of resistance. No, there's endurance here too. So if you need to actually cap your endurance for some reason, you can't get it on gear, you can pray to the RNG gods that enchants idols to get you these enchanted affixes. I feel like I don't know how easily you're gonna be able to get these slams, or like, yeah, like re-rolling until you get your perfect idol. I'm not sure how long that's gonna take, or if that's something that's even like, you know, like it's getting tier 7. I guess we'll have to see how easy they made that, how easy they're making this gamba to be. Yeah, something like this will be good, right? Poison duration, damage over time, and endurance. It's pretty nice, right? So they made a like you do damage, they give you like damage over time and endurance. Pair that with the poison duration and frenzy. And then the other set of 1x3s is for crits, which is uh which is here, the reduced damage taken from crits, and also you get oh wait. Oh, this is the armor. Sorry. This one right here. The increased crit chance and crit multi. So up to 18% crit chance and 9% crit multi. And then where's the other one? Oh, I guess that's it. Okay. So you probably pair these two together for crit builds. But we're doing this and this. Dude, we're at 6,900 HP already. What the fuck? Okay, dude. Okay. So, I think 1x1s are pretty worth it here. You can do 1x1s, prefix health and suffix some kind of resistance, or wait, wasn't there mana? Wait, am I tripping? Is there a different 1x1? No. Wait, what the fuck's the difference between these two? Is this new? Small Orbis idol versus small Eterran idol? Wait, what? Uh, so basically the small Orbis idol is just a crap version of the Weaver idol? Is that what it is? What is this? Wait, it's the same shit. The fuck? Huh? Okay. Um, so you probably want to get what is the 2x1s? I think. Or not 2x1s, 1x2s. Wait, did they change anything here? I haven't even looked at the 3x1s. Let's see. So armor granted by bone armor was actually pretty good. But oh, there's nothing new here. The fuck? Crit chance, poison chance, dam chance. Anything new here? No. Oh, it's enchanted. That's new. That's right. Spell damage. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, so you can get the same things on the 3x1 as a 1x3. Okay, let's check out the 1x2s. Pen, a lot of pen, crit chance, crit multi, lightning pen. So basically nothing for, oh, 4% health. I guess you just do percent health, right? Yeah, percent health with some kind of penetration, I guess. That's kind of weird. So it's up to 6%, and then resistances. So you can balance out. Oh, this is where the frailty comes in. Need more HP, yeah. Exactly. Wait, why did Tunk say there's mana on 1x1s? There used to be mana on 1x1s. Did they get rid of mana? Mana used to be a prefix on a 1x1. Is it no longer the case? Huh? The minor idol? Oh, minor idol. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, I see. I see. It's called a minor idol. Got it. Wow, this is actually pretty good too. Up to 40 flat. That's like one passive point. Up to 40 flat and up to 5%. That's pretty huge. Hmm. Hey Mike, thanks for the follow. Okay. I mean, I feel like these final slots you kind of fill in what you need. Because I would imagine you would have to balance some kind of resistances on your 1x2s. So let's just go with that. So we're gonna go with percent health and elemental res. Up to 12%. We just have a few of these. Wait, why is the fire pit? What the fuck? I chose the wrong one. Where's the health? Yeah, here's the health. We do one frailty and then we do one of these. Health and elemental res. Okay, so do that. Where are we at? We don't care about necrotic and poison, so we're pretty much okay. We probably want to do a couple of these just for the void. So we have health here, right? Do we have health here? We do have health. Oh, health for region. There's added health. Added health. Oh, well, one's healing. Okay, I see. Well, neither of these matter, but let's just do that. And then suffix will be void res, because we need void res. And then we're doing one more of these. Flat health. And another void res. Not this one. Better one. Okay. So we should be good. 7,520 health. Good. So this is the planner for poison. Took a lot longer than I expected. Fuck. Okay. So skills. Oh, right. So we're gonna get rid of. This is going back to. Okay. Oh yeah, we got 2 additional points because of the rings. We'll max out the damage here. I'll put let's put 2 damage here. And then I don't know. It's right here probably. Okay. So make this, I guess. Let's see. So much HP, yet my EHP is still garbage. Only 14,000. Oh, unless this EHP calculator is not that good. In which case, it might be the case. There are conditions you can check. So if I use a potion recently, I'm transformed. That would make it a little higher against 3 physical, necrotic, and poison, and void. Pretty decent. Set up for DS. Set HP for DS. How do I set like there's no conditions for the Decio, right? Enemy health, enemy type, ailments on enemy. No. Enemy is frozen, enemies blah blah blah. None of these. Minions forge, hit blocks, crit deal. No. Yeah, I don't know. I think a better one will be like going to Tunk Labs to do it. But I literally not using any new uniques for this. But we got quite a bit of HP boost. So, okay, so we're done with poison. We're gonna go crit now. We're finally escaping Stygian poison prison? Nope. In 6 months, yes. Okay. So transition to crit. So for crit, we're making a few adjustments to the passive tree and to the gearing. So let's reset all of this. How do I reset? Reset. Okay. Same thing here. We don't really need to be in here anymore, but let's just do 5 points up to here. Necromancer want 4 points. Lich, same thing. 3, 4, 5. Int. Here. Boom, 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 boom. Right here. 8 here. Something like this would be the crit passive setup. Yeah, I know. I've incorporated that with, so let's just do that. Since you're here, we're going to do my take on the setup. We're still going to use stygian though, but it's literally the same thing, right? So let's just go with the skills passives. This doesn't change. We're getting rid of this. We're changing this out a little bit. We don't need this. We don't need this. We technically don't need these 2 nodes either, but let's just get rid of these. Like this. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of the poison nodes. We'll keep this. We want something like this. And then we're doing bone curse. Oh, yeah. So for the Inferno Shade, it's gonna be everything. We're just not gonna take the minion node. So, how do we get here again? 1, 2, and then 5, 1, 5, 1, and then I think 4 here, right? Oh, we can't afford 4, but let's do 3. So this is pretty much, yeah. And this node got fucking doubled. But the idea is, since we're juicing it up, okay. So the difference is, the one you have set up is you don't need to juice up. You have more upfront damage. But I think with spamming Rip Blood on higher HP targets, I'll have more flat, right? And then now, since the Infernal Shade, this thing, Shade Eruption, is taking 200% instead of 100% effectiveness, then literally double your damage, right? I was on the test dummy on my whatever character. Let me see. On my let me just pull my guy up. Where was he? Is this one? No, it's the other ladder. I YOLO pushed it. I got 361, but let me see. Do I have it set up for this? I don't. Oh. Okay, well, anyways, on this character, I was just testing it out. I was able to do roughly like 1 million crit on a dummy, like at the high end. But the downside is, well, actually, I don't know what the downside is. The downside is, we're doing. Wait, where were we? We're using this for clear, more so, right? In maps, I just toss it on packs of mobs and they just blow up, right? And then we're using the Stygian on solo target. And that's the idea. It's not really much of a deviation from just the Stygian call. It's just this is there to instead of Wandering Spirits. Yeah, it's about 1 million pops. So this is my variation for it. But this is not where we're gonna go with. This is not the plan for Aberoth. So we're going to go with Bone Curse, and we're doing Bone Prisons right here. 5 points. So Bone Prison. Why are we doing Bone Prison? Okay. So Bone Prison, we're going to be like 80% of other people. We're gonna go with Pale Ox. It would miss out on the strength of Shade versus Stygian. Yeah, because you're yeah. I mean, like your version's you already proved that you can push it like very high. Like there's no doubt about that. So, but I think with the new like gearing, can you fit red rings on your build or no? You have to have those rings, huh? You can do one red ring? Okay, okay. Okay, well, so back to this. Mantle of Pilox. We 24% DR. That's fucking huge. Right? We get some movement speed. And we're always gonna have what is that called? We're always gonna have minions because Bone Prisons is pretty much with a little bit of cooldown reductions, like around 4 seconds. And then you get 11 sections, so like those things don't die very easily. This is still the same. This is changed a little bit. So we're getting rid of poison, and we're going with a full doom call. Take one out here for a little bit of necrotic shred, and that should be it for the skills here. Okay, the neck, we're going to be using the piggy neck, which gives us acid skin on Bone Curse, which is a 20% crit, flat crit added on the back end of your crit chance. And then this is what we can do. 1 LP's, yeah, we can guarantee a 1 LP, right? So we'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of this. Probably just keep, depending on what I want to do, I don't know. Tier 7 health is just so appealing to me. Yeah, Pale Ox is going to be like 90% of the planners, right? And it's like, it's not gated behind anything. It's random drop and doesn't seem like it's a very, like the legendary potential is reasonable for what it does. It's like super good. Okay, the gloves, we're going with the new gloves with crit. Where is it? Blood Mage. Blood Mage. There it is. Okay. This one, also a random drop. But you probably getting 2 LP, 1 in 79. It's gonna be like a little bit rare, but let's just do 1 LP, right? So for 1 LP, I gotta get rid of all of this. Okay, so it's gonna be between hybrid health or shred, armor shred. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna lean towards getting tier 7 shred chance. As the 1 LP here. Because I can't really get it anywhere else. Where else I can get health everywhere else, right? And then red rings, we're just going to do dual red rings here. Red rings of something. Get rid of this on tier 7 int, because why not, right? Because guaranteed now. Int, so we're doing int tier 7. We're gonna go with the Orion's belt. Can't spell. Orion. This can roll up to 25 fucking int. Can you believe that? And we're going to be casting Smite as a Lich. Yes. Smite MTX Lich. 1 LP, 2 LP seems okay. So 1 in 17 seems reasonable. So we can plan for a 2 LP one, right? So we're gonna have to do a cleanse. We'll get rid of this. And we're probably just going to go with hybrid health tier 7. Something like that. Boots, we're just gonna stick with Citadel boots. Int. yeah, something like this will be okay. I want to have cooldown one piece at least because of the bunkers. Let me put bunkers here. Okay, so the helm. This one should be, what is it called? Necrotic damage while transformed. Transformed. Oh, you know, when I saw the patch notes, I was gonna look for your Lich Envy, but unfortunately they didn't you didn't get the minus mana cost, huh? If they put the minus mana cost as a as the salvage one, oh my god, that would have been pretty sweet. Unfortunate, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unfortunate. What was I saying? Transformed. Damage leached, now damage necrotic. So tier one's gonna give you 50, so why not, right? We want Decio, we want int. Okay, so this one's changing. Spoon is probably still best for this. Wrong warp. We're not doing transplant, so we kind of don't have the option. Although, okay, so wait, what the fuck is all this? We want cast speed. We don't want any of this. Show chance, cast speed, and spell crit. Is 3LP asking for too much on a ladle? No, right? 3LP is 1 in 55, 2LP is 1 in 8. Might be asking for too much. So, realistically, 2LP, right? Unless you're playing Merchant's Guild, in which case 3LP is pretty abundant, right? Maybe? Hmm. We want crit multi here. Cast speed. I don't think we're gonna get 4LP stygian. So, yeah. Just spam all the mages. Oh, that's true. And just keep on doing the rune fucking tower. I don't know. I don't know why, because I'm going in it as a SSF hardcore. And what's up, CT Tech? And like all these are new mobs. And I don't know, I don't know what kind of damage they're gonna do, right? So yeah. So I'm gonna be a bitch. So I'm gonna be a bitch, and I'm just gonna I have to feel it out, right? Nobody knows except for the people who do, right? Okay, so for this, the idols, we're gonna do the crits, right? So we're not gonna do the poison, we're gonna do the crits. The crit chance and crit multi. And I'll switch this to the enchanted crit chance and crit multi. Where is it? Crit chance and crit multi. 4. Oh fuck! I should have done that. God damn it. Okay. We're gonna do crit chance and this one. Which one was that? Third. Okay, last one. I'm gonna do this one again. Where's my copy paste, man? Wait, it should be tier 7s, right? Tier 7s, yeah. Or we could do tier 1s, whatever. Health, health, health elemental res, so we'll keep this. Okay, so wait, why is Meryl Shards here? The fuck? All right. Yeah, the the champion mobs I hear is gonna take the lives of many people, I would say. OE tools, yeah. Well, I want all three of them to merge together. Tunk Labs is really good for numbers. I want like especially like for um that kind of information, like numbers information and scaling information, like mob scaling and like these kind of things, like woven all the woven echoes. I don't know, both all of them have their own like nice things to it. Um yeah, so this is probably the crit setup we're running with, and this is probably what we're gonna do for the what's my crit chance on here? Spell crit chance. So it might be the other way around then. I probably want to have tier 7 here. And tier 5 here. 44. So this is 44% crit chance, and then we put 20 out. So we're at 64% crit chance. Which is a good amount. I mean, ideally I want like 20% more. So I don't know. But the cast speed is also equally important too, because you know you want more cast speed, faster mana regen, especially because we don't have we don't have wandering spirits to supplement. Um, what's the cast speed right now? 157. What the fuck? Why is it so much? Huh? Oh, it's because the conditions are on. Let's not use a potion recently. Wait, why is it still 157? The wand is 26. Wait. Relic is 15. Passage. Oh, because of the int too. How much int are we having right now? We're 155 int, 31 strength. Dude, there's strength on this thing too. This chess piece is fucking. I guess minus the implicits. I mean, the implicits are kind of leveling up level gear, but like 24% damage reduction, and pretty much every class can do it, right? Does any class not have a minion? Rogues, I guess. There'll be so much snapshotting. Oh my god, not that shit, dude. Snapshotting's. Does dummy have minion tag? Which dummy? Oh, dummy is a minion tag. Yes. Yeah, Ballista Disco. Yeah. So you have, and you can also like you can just put on some of these fucking boots here too, right? Just toss on a Terra's Path, and you just spawn those vines and shit. And you're just always moving. I don't know. Just do that. It's not like Etero's Path is bad. It has fucking 120 health flat and double movement speed. Wait, does that have double movement speed? Yeah, 20, 34, 34, and then you put a tier 7 movement speed on here. It's pretty nice. Okay, so this will be the crit version I'm most likely going to end up running. Like in 2.5 weeks into the game, into the season. I'm not even gonna try to attempt Uber Abrath until I'm actually this tanky. Like until I get most of this gear. I'm not gonna even attempt it. Because I feel like it's just gonna be a waste of my time. Abomination one shotting Uber. I mean, if they do, they do, right? The the top five what is that called? Uber Abrath kills. It's gonna be Paladin, 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 and maybe like Void Knight. But it's gonna be all Sentinel. Almost guaranteed. And maybe a snapshotting abomination. I'm talking about the top five that's not that hasn't played CT. All well, it's just gonna be all Vent. Sentinel of some sort, right? Either Paladin or VK. Maybe in Forge Guard. Maybe like a snapshotting fucking what is that called? A manifest armor. Snapshotted and manifest armor is probably gonna be pretty strong too, right? So much DR and VK. There's so much like Sentinels are playing like their own game this season. But I'm gonna stop being salty about it. Primeless with a snapshot bear, like I don't know. I I just don't think about snapshotting at all because this mana is only 315. I think I need some mana somewhere too. Hmm, not sure how it balances, but yeah, this is pretty much the Stygian build. We're gonna do one more and then we'll call it a night. The one more, last one will be a blast from the past. We're gonna do a OG Deathseal Crit Lich that has ZDPS compared to every other build in this game, but I feel like I want to revisit it with this new gear. So let's start. The passes is gonna be the same because the crit that doesn't really change. We want to keep this as well. Yeah, so passes don't change. Skills, we're getting rid of this fucking Stygian bullshit. And then what was it? Oh, it's transplant. Yes. Um we're gonna do damage on transplant because we need all the damage we can get. Wait, so 1 point here? Yeah, just 1 point here. Move 3 points here. Fuck, am I running out of points? Dude, so maybe not this. Something like this, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Rip Blood, we don't really care. Do we still? I think we might still need that. Mana cost +6. Is this still 0? I forgot. What's a base mana cost for Rip Blood? Is it just 3? 3 plus 6 is 9. It's gonna cost me 3 mana, right? If I put this node. Fuck, it's been so long since I just played Rip Blood by itself. I don't remember if we need, because like I don't want to go this route if I don't have to. We're gonna try to get some damage out of Rip Blood. We're just squeezing everything for as much damage as we can actually get, even though it's really pathetic. It's gonna be very pathetic amounts of damage, but we'll do it. This stays the same. This will stay the same. We're gonna want a tier 7 Deathseal. So it's fine. So we get 2 more points on Deathseal. Okay. And we're going to go with a shield. Oh no. My shit freeze. The fuck? The game doesn't want me to go shield. What the fuck? Why can't I click shield? Oh, there it is. Okay. What shield options are good? The only 2 shield options I can think of are the Bulwark, which is a pretty fat increase in armor and a 20% block chance. Or this new shield, which seems like getting 2 LP should be fairly not bad. Because this shield 2 LP seems like it's really difficult. The new shield has 35. But the thing is like actually looks, that's a lot of That's actually pretty good. But we can't get anywhere close to. We don't have the free blocks like the Sentinel class does, so we're gonna be missing a lot of block chance if I go with this one. With this shield and a tier 7 block chance, we're at 81. And the problem with running this with a shield with red rings is there's no way I'm gonna get 2 LP red ring. So I can't roll block chance on here. I would need to utilize the blessing from Age of Winter to get the 8%. So we're at 86, no, 89%. And then 2 LP on here would be very let's just give ourselves a 2 LP, okay? We're notepadding here anyway, so it's fine. Where the fuck is block? Hello? What's up, Exile Traveler? Are we at 93%? Do we give up 1 ring for the block chance? But even if you give it 1 ring, it's still not gonna be 100%. Yeah, you're probably doing a shit ton of damage right now, right? And tens. Yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot of damage, and plus next patch you're gonna have double it. You're gonna double it. And just slap a tier 7 cast speed on there. Yeah. And you probably don't need to, like, in that case, your mana, like, you can probably not even need Lich's Envy, right? Because if you're running Rip Blood, you get the mana back. You can just use like Grasp with a Blood Mage, and that will help you get easier crit chance as well. And there's like literally no downsides for the Lich at least. So try it out, man. I'm really curious how much damage you can like output. Yeah. Because juicing out with Rip Blood. Yeah. You guys can suit it, plus you're not season 2 gear, right? Season 2 gear is gonna be like so much nicer. It's gonna be similar to this, well, not this shield. Okay, so yes, we're gonna be the original. This is the drain life. We're getting rid of drain life. So this is yeah. The damage on this is gonna be so bad, but we might do it just for the sake of running the OG Seal Crit Lich. Just see how it goes. That's after we're done with killing Uber Abrath. But this is probably, I mean, 93% is not 100. So like when it's not 100 block chance, I feel like it's just not. I feel like you need 100%. Otherwise, if you get hit and that, you don't block that fucking whatever, you lose all that. Like you're not gonna take the mitigation. Like why are we even doing this in the first place? I don't know. Taking a classic Mustang out to the Bugatti. Yeah, true. How much block effectiveness do you have? Only 1460. So if you use a new shield, oh, you know what? Oh no, you can't. Well, we can get 2 LP on here, so I guess with the new shield you can have like tier 5 block effectiveness on here too. But the block chance drops down to 73%, which is kind of wonka. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it'll be something like this. It'll be something like this. You need enough cooldown to have 2 rotations of Bone Prism so that you can get like 20 something minions up, and you can get 60% more damage on Rip Blood. But like 60% of Rip Blood damage on Rip Blood is still Z DPS, unfortunately, relative to fucking Stygian. What is the tankiest Lich build? I would say this is probably the tankiest Lich build. But you're giving up a lot of damage to be tanky. Tankier. Because the Stygian. I really don't like. I know for what, like, in my mind, the rework, they're gonna gut Stygian. Stygian's not gonna be here at 1.3. And I really hope that's the case because I'm fucking sick of it. I need some, like, I need to play something else. Like, this is gonna be the last patch we're playing Stygian, and if it still exists next patch, I'm just not gonna play it any. Regardless, we're done. But yeah, 73% chance block. I don't know, but this the petrify thing was pretty interesting. I think I on one of the podcasts, I think Volca, was it Volca who said it, or like, is it Volca or Tarek? One of them said like, this shit is pretty OP. The petrify thing is pretty fucking strong. But it's kind of useless against bosses, right? You're going Lich again, nice. Welcome to the Lich, the Lich community. You're the 1%, although you're the bottom 1%. Here, just to put it in perspective, this is, let's just to put I know this arena, let's just actually put it in their levels. Let's put levels, softcore levels. Okay, we're at 1.4%. Yes, people enjoy what they enjoy, right? So I'm not gonna say anything about that, but yeah, I'm a Lich enjoyer, so I don't really care about these stats. But just put in perspective, this is this particular season. Next season, it's gonna be, these Sentinel classes are gonna be up here. I want to say like Void Knight Paladin is probably going, Void Knight Paladin, Marksman probably top 3, something like that. Yeah, Falconer is still probably gonna be up there somewhere. Warlock as well. I think one of the, wait, is it Beastmaster? Beastmaster Beastmaster is probably gonna be up there somewhere. And I think Rune Master is probably gonna make a slight comeback. But Lich is still gonna be, we're still gonna be chilling. We're gonna be chilling down here for another 6 months. And then we rise up 1.3, guys. 1.3. Copium. Copium. Oh, Neo Druids? Yeah. Blade Dancer? What's Blade Dancer doing this patch? Blade Dancer is doing throwing Heartseeker? No, wait, you can't do Heartseeker. Never mind. Heartseeker is only Marksman, right? Wait, what's Blade Dancer doing? Same shit? Did they get anything? I don't remember if they got anything. Did they get something? They're also crying in corner, so they're gonna hang out with the Lich gamers, I guess. Yeah. So reperform early on. Let me see. When you say early, how early are you talking about? Like level 35 early? Level 20 early? Level 20. Okay. Level 20, there's no tips. Tip is to you want to reap through mobs because it innately has a it'll heal you when you go through the mobs. So like it's gain 15 health on hit, and you have relatively low health in the beginning, right? Not relatively, you have low health in the beginning. So 15 health per mob per hit. If you hit like if you just reap through a pack of mobs, you generally just gain all your health back. So that's number one. Number two, you can potion, right, to sustain a little bit. But I mean that's pretty much the only thing you can do. But once you start getting like um once you start you would want to have some like I recommend when you're first starting out the Lich tree, you want to get this node, the spell damage leeches health, just so you have a little bit of sustain. Um until you get soul maul. Once you get soul maul, you can just take it all out. But alternatively, you can also go for like getting a little bit of spirit leech in the warlock tree. But if you put too much in the warlock tree in the beginning, you're gonna delay yourself in getting death seal and getting soul maul. So I don't feel like it's worth it. But as far as the reperform goes in the beginning, it level 20 to 30, it's not gonna feel that good. So I mean, if you just basically go in and out. So got poison lich, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, don't we don't know how because I know champion mobs are gonna spawn in campaign, right? I believe so. And those champion mobs are supposed to be no joke. Um, where the fuck is bestiary? Okay, so champion mobs. You sort by level. So you have these mobs here that are wait, why the fuck? Oh, here it is. Yeah. So these mobs here up to level like 34. Like a couple of these will just like will probably just like one shot you if you're not prepared. I'm gonna guess. That's just my guess. I'm not CT, so I don't know, but they've said they buffed damage on mobs, and from the podcasts, the Maxwell guys. I think somebody, I'm not sure if it's Lizard or somebody, but they said that also. I think Mike actually said it too, maybe regarding like the general difficulty of the mobs are going to be higher this patch because well we're also going to get more defensively more like just to scale up with player power, right? So it's going to make campaign a little harder, not like PoE 2 hard, you know, not the PoE 2 0.2 on launch hard where you can't really kill a white mob. I don't think it's gonna get to that degree, but I think it's gonna be generally a little bit more difficult. So, anyways, as I think that's 3 planners I wanted to do today. So we did the poison stygian, crit stygian, and then the death seal, crit lich, with a shield. Oh, whoops! I forgot to get rid of this. Sorry. Let me see. Mariana's. Wow, the 2 OP is actually pretty rare on a Mariana's. What the fuck? Mariana's? Huh. There was a lot of 2 LPs in Merchants Guild last patch. That's interesting. But let me see. You probably don't do spell, just do tier 7 cast speed on here. Tier 7 cast speed or crit multi? Tier 7 cast speed or crit multi. We can get like a lot more flat versus getting some more crit multi. 80% crit multi versus flat. I'm not too sure how the math works. So I don't know, one or the other. Wait, what's our crit chance gonna be? Only 20%. We're gonna need crit chance. I forgot we're doing shield. a tier 7 spell crit chance on here, and then if we were doing 2 LP here, let's just give the self spell crit chance here too. How are we on resistances is fine. But I would say this is probably like Destio is gonna be the Destio crit lich is gonna be like the tankiest version of a crit, especially if you put a shield on as well. Let's just turn on the condition of potions as well. 42.6, 51k EHP. I mean the numbers are probably not that accurate, but it's not bad, I guess. But thanks, Hunter. Oh, I didn't even add the blessings on here. I totally forgot about the blessings. Crit, we want do we even need all res anymore? Like what else are we gonna put on here? Oh, earlier for the poison one, you're gonna want poison chance. 100 poison chance is really good. On just really good. But I guess all res. If I do all res here, then fuck, I'm way overcapped. So you can probably just like remove some idols, like resistances from these things, and then just go somewhere else. I forgot about that. Yes. Lich will be next season will be the Lich patch. Lich / possibly some Necro changes. And when I when they say changes, I'm hoping they get rid of snapshotting. But we'll see. This is crit multi. Do we do crit multi or crit chance? There's crit chance on here too, right? 80% crit chance. We probably wait, what's my multi here? Oh, what's my crit chance? 52. That's fine. 52 plus 20, so we're at 72%. This is okay. Yeah. So, and then we want, I think we want armor here. That will help even some more defenses. Where are we at armor wise? We're only at 2700. Man, there's so much room for improvement for armor. It is what it is. Okay. But yeah, I think that's it. What time is it? 12:30. Yeah, I gotta go, guys. One more day. So tomorrow night we're just gonna rest, and then we will hopefully the servers don't fucking burn. Hey worm. Hopefully, you know. But yeah. Nothing else. Yeah, hopefully we'll have a smoother 1.2 launch. We'll see. Not otherwise, I don't know. Maybe do some work or something. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you on patch day. I'm gonna we are going to do the SSF hardcore race, so I'm expecting to die probably a few times. Actually, no, I'm not expecting to die at all until we hit Uber Abrath. Okay. I'm gonna one shot the whole thing. Okay. Hi guys.